Interpersonal conditions are at the heart of everything, so we feel, understand, and love. It is the force that binds us together, yet in the rush of life, we often overlook it or take it for granted. In our pursuit of achievement and success, we sometimes forget that the most profound moments of our lives are those of deep connection with others, sharing our stories, fears, and dreams. The truth is that without connection, we cannot thrive. Through connection, we find a sense of belonging, purpose, and self. Empathy is at the heart of human relationships. Empathy means more than just understanding how someone else feels. It means being with them in their pain, joy, and difficulties. It's a tendency to face the discomfort that comes with not knowing exactly what to say, but choosing to listen, hear, and be with them through it all. We often think of empathy as the right word, the perfect solution, but in reality, it's much simpler. It's about offering your presence, your heart, and your willingness to be vulnerable to someone else. When we offer empathy, we create a space where people can feel safe to be themselves, where they can let themselves in and be truly seen. When everything goes smooth and comfortable, it is easy to connect with others. However, the real power of human contact is a messy moment of fragile and struggle. When we allow ourselves to be imperfect, when we share our fears, our failures, and our humanity, we create the conditions for others to do the same. That's where true empathy begins. When we let go of the idea that we need to be perfect, that we need to have all the answers, and we simply show up with our whole hearts. Empathy is not about solving someone's problems. It's about sitting with them in their pain, in their vulnerability, and offering them the gift of being understood. Fostering connection and empathy also means being willing to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. It means stepping away from our own stories, our own problems, and really listening to what others are saying. When we listen with empathy, we give the other person a gift. We validate their feelings, we show them that they matter, and we let them know that they are not alone. Listening in this way isn't easy. It requires patience, presence, and an openness to be changed by what we hear. But it's through this kind of listening that we can foster the deepest connections, because it shows the other person that we care, that their experience is important to us. Empathy also means showing compassion, not just for others, but for ourselves. We often find it easier to express empathy for others than for ourselves. But the truth is that we cannot truly empathize with others unless we first learn to empathize with ourselves. It is in our own moments of struggle and pain that we best understand what it means to be human. When we are kind and understanding to ourselves, we gain the ability to do the same to others. Self-compassion is the foundation of empathy, allowing us to be gentle with our own imperfections and, in turn, allowing us to be gentle with the imperfections of others. The modern world craves connection. People are searching for meaning, belonging, understanding. We all face difficult situations in our lives, and sometimes we feel alone, but we have the power to change that. We can create spaces where connection and empathy are at the forefront. We can choose to show up for others, to listen, to be vulnerable, and to create the kind of community where people feel safe to be themselves. By fostering connections, we not only help others feel seen and heard, but we also remind ourselves that we are all part of something bigger than our own struggles. After all, human connection and empathy don't just exist on the big screen. They are in the quiet moments, the moments of simply being there for someone, offering to listen, sitting in silence with someone who needs it. They are in the small acts of kindness, in the willingness to show up as our true, imperfect selves. When we choose to connect and empathize, we remind each other that we are not alone in this world, that we all go this journey together. And in that regard, we find the courage to meet what is coming next.